Hello my friends, it is time for our weekly spiritual guidance, and this is also my first video of 2018. 2017, that was a doozy of a year, wasn't it? It was pretty full on, pretty intense, and for a lot of us it just felt like this roller coaster of energy right the way through, right until the very last minute. Now, you may have noticed that over the last month or so, I wasn't super active online. That's because towards the end of the year, I started to get a little bit run down, I think. So, I was getting a cold and, fevers and all sorts of things like that. So I needed to take care of me. But then also, unfortunately, my dad had a stroke. Now this kind of stopped us right in our tracks. Thankfully, he is doing really, really well, and he got treatment super fast thanks to my mum recognizing what was happening so quickly. And so in the matter of a couple of weeks, he's already walking unassisted, and able to move both arms, both legs, and all that kind of stuff. So it is a little bit of a process and a bit of a journey, but a lot of our time has been traveling back and forth to hospitals and things like that. So that is where I needed to put my energy, and I know you guys will understand and appreciate that. I can already feel the love coming in, and I'm recording this in advance, so I can already feel your love and prayers, and I know that me and my family definitely do appreciate them. But we are talking now about the guidance for this week ahead. This is just for this week. I will be in the next couple of days releasing my video for 2018. So I'm going to give you my kind of feelings, my interpretation of the energy of 2018. But what I really like to do is add in some tools and techniques that you can use to help you get through the year. Sneak peek, it does feel like it's going to be a lot less intense, so I think 2018 is just going to be this breath of fresh air that so many of us need. Now, you know me, I like to switch things up and I want to keep you all on your toes. So I'm thinking we might start to kind of change how we do our weekly angel messages and our weekly spiritual guidance this year. We'll see what happens. You let me know today if you like the way we do this video. So you may have seen towards the end of the year, I was doing, some like daily messages, which we will be starting up this week again. But I had you choose like one of two cards, all right? So I had you trust your intuition and choose either option 1 or option 2. Now, I know it's a daily message and those videos maybe went a little bit longer than what you'd like. So instead we're going to change that around a little bit this year. But I thought maybe for our weekly guidance, we would tap into your intuitive abilities and kind of borrow that idea for this message. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull 2 cards, and then I want you to trust your intuition and see which one of these is the perfect fit for you right now. Okay, so as I'm doing this, I ask you to send up those questions to your angels, to ask for some divine guidance for whatever it is that's going on in your life. Maybe there's something happening that you want a bit of clarity around, or maybe you just want to know, like, what's this year going to be like, or, what's happening so far. Maybe you want some guidance as to what steps you need to take next. Whatever it is, trust that the angels will hear you, and then let's see what messages come up today. All right. So as I said, I'm going to pick out 2 cards for us, but only one of them is for you. Let's see. And this one. All right, so here we go. Find some room on my table here. We've got option 1 and option 2. All right, so I want you to just go within and notice which one of these cards you are most drawn to immediately. Is it this one or is it this one? Which one feels like it's resonating with you the most today? Then let's see what they are. So the way that this will work is you'll find that that one that you've chosen, the one that you were just intuitively guided to, has that more powerful message for you. But what you'll also find is that that other card, the second choice, sometimes that can bring in some extra guidance for you too. Some days it might be, just that specific one card, and sometimes it might be a combination of the two. And then once I finish, reading your card, don't just disappear, because at the end of this video, I also want to bring through some spiritual tips for the week, okay? So letting you know what your angels want you to do this week ahead, all right? So if you chose option 1 today, you have balance, work, rest, and play with the yellow rose. Now, this is such a nice card to get at this time of year because I bet that you have been going just flat out, non-stop, trying to get a million things done, as the end of the year closes, the new year starts, we're all excited and inspired, we're trying to get every single thing done and we're cramming it all into 1 month. Let's instead drip that out over the course of the year. You've got plenty of time to achieve your dreams. And I know that sometimes it can feel like time might be slipping away or that we're, wasting too much time during the day. But please know that when this comes up, it's saying you need to find more balance. So you may have been working way too much and you need to take a little bit of that rest, a little bit of a break so that you can become more inspired, more creative, so that you can trust those ideas, that inspiration, that guidance that flows through you. Because maybe up until this point we've been getting it, but we haven't really been listening. And that's kind of useless, isn't it? If you get the guidance, but you do nothing about it, who wins? Nobody. So what your angels want you to do this week is take some time to look at your schedule. What are you doing? What do you not need to do anymore? And start to shift things around so that you enjoy every single day of your life. Okay, so if you chose option 1, that is your message. And if you chose option 2, then you get chakra clearing with the lotus. Now, chakra clearing comes up when we need to lift away and clear out any blocks that are in our energy field. This can often mean that you need to do a little bit more meditation. Have you been getting that message? Hands up. Because when this comes up, it's telling us, take time for your spirituality. Don't put it at the bottom of the list. Don't put everything else ahead of it. I used to do that when, I had deadlines for things, when I was doing writing or recording videos or meditations or whatever it was, and I would kind of go, okay, I need to get this done and then I can meditate later. And it's like, no, you're doing it the wrong way around. You need to do the meditation first. Because what happens when we meditate is our vibrational frequency changes. We become more relaxed. We become more in tune with divine guidance and the voice of our angels. So when you do that, you are then able to communicate so much more clearly. You're able to see things with a completely different perspective, and one that maybe you didn't see before. You're able to trust your instincts. You're able to hear that voice of your intuition so much more loudly and so much more clearly. So take that time to meditate this week. Take that time to just go within, even if it's just for 5 minutes, and notice what happens. Notice how the tasks that you do afterwards become so much easier. It just makes a tremendous difference. I think we all talk about meditation and people will hear us sometimes, but other people will just go, yeah, I don't have time for that. Take that time for that. And then notice how much more you're able to do in one single day. It's pretty amazing. So that is your guidance if you chose option 2. As I said, maybe you feel like it was a combination of both messages this week. That's probably something the angels will do for the first video. But also, as I said, I have a little tip for you this week. And what your angels said is they want you to focus on gratitude. Okay, so this week, and I've mentioned this before, that I might start like this daily kind of gratitude thing that we'll all kind of join in and do. But if you feel guided this week, take time every day to just be grateful about something. It has been pretty hot here in Sydney. And it's like, I don't know, 43, 45 degrees Celsius, which, you know, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I think it's over 100, you know, maybe 104 or 110 Fahrenheit, something like that. So it's been hot. So just like that little thing, you go, I'm grateful that I'm inside today, or I'm grateful for the air conditioning, or grateful that it's cool in the house. You know, something like that, which is so small and so simple. But when you focus on that, you now don't go, oh my goodness, it's so hot. You know how that's a different energy. You're either complaining about it or you're looking at the positive gratitude and being grateful about something. When we shift our energy to gratitude, the whole world becomes brighter. So this week, that's what your angels want you to do. So I hope that you have enjoyed this different style of our weekly guidance today. If you have, please let me know in the comments. That's how I make these decisions. So if it's just crickets down there and no one's telling me anything, I'm going to go back to the old way. So I need your opinion. I need to hear from you to see, did this make sense? Did you kind of get what I was doing here? Did you have a card that resonated with you more than the other? So if you did, let me know which card you were most connected to this week, and if you like this new way of doing readings. I will talk to you again very soon. As I said, in a few days, you will see my 2018 video up online somewhere. I will let you know, don't worry. Until then, I am sending you so much gratitude. I love you guys. I love you being in my life. I am so grateful to have your support and your energy, and I just can't wait to hang out with you all through 2018. I will talk to you again soon, and may all of your dreams come true.